What's happening? What's happening, everybody? I just saw something on Discord pop up from Robinson. Robinson, what you posted in Discord? What you put in the Discord? Let me open the window, y'all. Forgot to open the window and turn on the soul glow. What's up, man? We ain't gonna hold nobody up too long tonight. I know everybody want to get to their pre-Thanksgiving festivities, hanging out with their family. So we ain't gonna hold nobody up. We gonna get right into it, man. We ain't gonna dilly dally that night. First off, if this your first time pulling up the Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time pulling up the Tim's Tidbit, and you always pull up every single day with me and the homeboy Spidey back here hanging out by the window, I like to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always pulling up and hanging out with us. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I go live on Algo's Internet every single day. Every single day, once in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, once in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to talk about the price action, just to share my thoughts on it, to help somebody get their aha moment. And speaking of the aha moment, today was a glorious day. Not anything dealing with the market. I was busy. Had to go pick up my nephew from the airport. I ain't do anything in the market today. I tried to jump on. I did jump on the Discord and kind of talk about it while I was riding from the airport. Couldn't really talk like I wanted to talk because I was trying to put safety first and not really look at my phone, since I was doing like 75, 80 miles an hour down I-85 south. But the homeboy Cool It posted in the Discord that it clicked today. Cool It got his aha moment today. Clap it up. Clap it up. Give him the church clap. The church clap, you got to keep both hands straight like this right here and offset them a little bit. Give him the church clap. Hey, shout out to homie Cool It, man. The reason why I'm celebrating that, the reason why today is a good day for that. Hold on. That clapping made me hot. Hold on. I got to come out this sweatshirt. Don't worry about it. I got another shirt on. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. I keep them on deck. You hear me? These sweatshirts so thick. If you ain't got you a TLR sweatshirt yet, a Spider Gang sweatshirt, get you one. Them things so thick and warm. You ain't got to worry about being cold with those on. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. The new TLR.com. Now, the reason why I'm celebrating that is because now he got the aha moment. Now he can go and share it with his kids. He go share it with his friends. He go share it with his family. Now, when they ask what he do or how he do it, now he can intelligently tell them how he do it because he got his aha moment. You feel me? When you don't get that aha moment, you can kind of explain to people what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of show them, but you ain't real confident because you really don't know. You kind of see it, but it's like you can't talk intelligently. And they be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You gambling. But when you get that aha moment, that's why I get on Al Gore's Internet every single day for moments like this. I'm excited, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I'm excited. You hear me? Shout out Cool It, man. Shout out Cool It. Hey, I do it for the free. Hit the like button. That's all I want you to do. And Bob's your uncle. Now, let's see who in the chat. I'm telling you, when I look over at the chat, it 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 posts in front of him. But the first thing I see when I look at the chat is right in my eye line is Robinson thing talks of Tim, put your light skin lights on. And then he clapped with the light skin hands. And you know what? Sometimes them things be showing up as wash your hands. I was like, man, imagine if we've been using them for claps all this time, and that's really somebody washing your hands. Because sometimes when people be posting, it don't show up as an emoji. It just says, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. That's all be showing up in the chat sometimes. Anyway, Here to learn to share. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And happy Thanksgiving to you. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up, share anything. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything, just don't pull up and let no birds out the cage. What's up, KC? Where the rest of the Sunshine Band? I'm your boogie man. That's what I am. What's up, everybody? Ann Robinson. What's going on? Laverne. Cool it now. Watch out. Speaking of cool it, once again, y'all clap it up for Cool It, man. Y'all clap. This is why I do what I do to help people get that. I ain't better than nobody. I don't know no more. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. But the homie Pat, a.k.a. PDub, he helped me get my aha moment. And I'm like, what? What? I've been looking at it this whole time and didn't know it. That's why I do what I do, man. That I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it so the industry will know my name. Oh man. Robinson, if you don't get out my chat, what's up, Father of Legends? What's going on? What's up, SJ? I appreciate you, Cool It, for pulling up every single day. You hear me? What's up, Tranisha? Hey. Them all the names I see, so that's all we're going to shout out. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's get right to it so people can get to celebrating with their families. My wife's still at work, so I ain't even went over to my mama's house. We got family at my mama's house right now. I ain't even went over there because my wife's still at work. I talked to my mama, but I ain't riding over there without my sweetie. I'll see them tomorrow. Why my internet acting up? Am I freezing? My internet saying it's acting crazy. Am I good? Can y'all see me good? I'm getting a wonky, I'm getting a wonky symbol over here. Y'all let me know if I'm good. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm good. Let's go over here and look at Spylene while I'm waiting to see if any ones come in the chat. We wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Spylene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? Oh, look at Spylene. Look at Hey, remember what sound like Jam Pony. Here we go. You see what I'm saying? This is what I deal with. This right here is what I said. Put a 1 in the chat, and somebody who gonna remain nameless gonna put 33. Gonna put 33. I appreciate everybody that put 1. Right now, looking at Spotlight, y'all remember the day when I was talking about? I said, hey, I really don't think we're gonna keep running like we did. But guess what? Shout out Dustin. Dustin has showed the statistics for Thanksgiving week. This week played out exactly to well, I ain't gonna say exact because it wasn't the exact percentages, but the statistics was Monday slight down, Tuesday up, Wednesday up, and Friday up. That's the statistics of Thanksgiving week. So far, this week is playing out to the statistics. Even though we was in extreme premium, I posted in a Discord today, news always trump charts. News always trump charts. We was in extreme premium, and we kept pushing because the numbers came out showing contraction, and that's what the Fed want. The Fed want contraction. It's showing contraction. The market went up. I was sleeping when the minutes came out, but I'm assuming Powell ain't changed nothing the wrong way because the market went up. It's clear it went up because we closed look like is that right at the weekly high? 402.93, and the high was we closed above the weekly high. So not only did we make a new weekly high, we closed above the weekly high, the top part of our weekly box on the SPY. Right? So the only other thing we got now is this full gap down on the daily on our monthly box, right? And then the buy side liquidity above the top of our full box that we was looking at. Will we just continue to blast off and go get it? I don't know, Raggy. I don't know. But as I say, we are in an extreme premium now. On the SPY. Again, we broke out of the weekly. We're still chasing internal liquidity in the let's talk about this right here. We've been talking about rejection blocks a lot. Let's go over to the ES, and let me point out what I was like really talking about with the rejection blocks. Let me kind of like nail it home what I be looking for the rejection blocks, right? So these daily candles right here, what I'm looking at, just to make it easy. What's happening, Margot? When you I was trying to click something up and you pulled up in here. What's up, Margot? When you pulled in here? Wave Trader, what's going on? What's up, TK? What does your crystal ball say about Friday? Historically, my financial advisor Dustin, historically Friday is slightly green, but historically it's been playing out just the way history says. Monday slightly down, Tuesday up. Wednesday is typically the big day historically, but Tuesday was the big day this year, and Wednesday was up. So will we get a green Friday? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been running. We've been running. Will we get that green Friday and take out this weekly high on the ES? Mind you, we already took out the weekly high on the SPY. Will we take out this weekly high on the ES, or will we respect these rejection blocks? That's what I came over here to say. Will we respect Pacific time? Okay, then you on West Coast. What's happening? Okay, then West Coast. You in West Coast, or you close to the West Coast? Where you at? You ain't got to put your you ain't got to give your 10-digit grid coordinate, because there's some psychos out here on the internet. Just either say West Coast or close to it. Don't say I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Nah, just say close to it or West Coast. No, there's some psychos out here. So focus, Tim. You said you weren't gonna be on here long. Talk about rejection blocks. This is what I was talking about the other day. For a little bit. Now, see how we came up? See how we came up and ran out buy side liquidity? We pushed down, you know what I'm saying? Bounced up, took off, ping out, got the ping out, came up here and ran out buy side liquidity. We took out buy side liquidity right here, right? And we continued to push up. Once we got up into this daily fair value gap right here, we pushed up, right? Got up into a premium. We're in the premium of the premium, right? And then we wick down off of this up here, right? After running buy side liquidity, right? So this extremely long wick right here, right? That right there is a potential rejection block on the daily, right? That's a potential rejection block on the daily, right? So see it playing out right here. We went up into it, touched it a little bit, pushed back down. Yeah, you can say we touched it and went back down. Okay, yada, 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 cool. I ain't worried about the very next candle. I don't worry about those. That be like the Risky Roger, Reckless Rachel entry on the very next candle. I like for it to trade away from the PDA and then come back to it. That's how I trade my PDAs, right? So now, let's drop down to a lower time frame and see if we got some confluence of this. Oh, first of all, where you look for the rejection block at, right? Coming from equilibrium, right? So we got equilibrium on the monthly, the whole box right here at this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but right here in between this green and red, this goldish color line right there where I got my line sitting at, that's equilibrium for the overall range, right? Equilibrium for the overall range, right? This blue dotted line right here where I got my arrow pointing, that's equilibrium for the weekly range. That's the weekly high, that's the weekly low. You can't see it because this breaker is in the way. Get out the way, breaker. Now, that's the week. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and hide this other stuff. Hiding everything except for want that. It's quicker just if I just click them, because I can't really like find them like that. I guess I'll leave that. That's an equilibrium line. All right, let me. Okay, I'll leave the high and low there. Okay. All right. Now, the rejection blocks. Where I like to look for the rejection blocks and where I like to anticipate the rejection block being effective, right? As with every other PDA, the time frame of the rejection block is going to dictate how much strength it has, how, you know what I'm saying, how much a reaction you may get, if you will, right? Where do I look for them at? I don't look for them at anywhere random, right? I look for the rejection block on the extremes of the dealing range, right? Meaning from equilibrium to the top of the dealing range, right? If there's a long wick off of the high, I'm looking for that as a potential rejection block. Because on PDub, if we pull up PDub, let's pull up the PDub chart, right? Let's pull up the PDub chart. Don't worry, I'm not going to get the crystal ball for everybody who got nervous just then. I got so many slides, and there's PDub right there. Okay, so let's pull up the PDub chart. What's up, Sonya? What's up, Sanjay? When y'all slid up in here, I see y'all. Let's shrink that over there. And let's blow that up so we can see the words. Put it at 100. Okay, so this line, this gray line on the chart, that's equilibrium, right? Gray line, equilibrium. So whatever dealing range you're looking at, you look for these PDAs on that dealing range. So if you got, like, we got multiple dealing ranges. We got a monthly, we got a weekly, and we got a daily, right? The monthly dealing range is from this goal line at the bottom to the goal line at the top, right here by the eyeball and down here at the bottom. That's the monthly dealing range, right? We got the monthly dealing range broke down into quadrants because it's a big range. So we got multiple areas that we're looking for the algorithm to play within, right? Because the algorithm not just going to stick to this huge dealing range all the time, right? It's up to you to see. Let's get in sync and see which dealing range the algorithm messing with. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the consolidations at equilibrium and stuff like that. We get into the rejection block. Shut up. Yeah. Okay. So now, equilibrium is the gray line. Equilibrium from high to low, right? Equilibrium is the gray line. Equilibrium on the weekly. That's the, you know what I'm saying, from high to low. Equilibrium is the gray line. Equilibrium on the daily, this white line from the high to the low, right? So we got three different dealing ranges that we got here, and we're showing the equilibrium, the high to low, equilibrium, the high to low, equilibrium, the high to low, right? That's everybody understand the different dealing ranges that we're looking at. So the way you use the PDub chart, right, from equilibrium, right? If you're going into a premium market and you want to sell off of a premium market going up, you're looking for, like, the algos. This is per ICT. The algos is looking for stuff in this order. Is looking for a mitigation block. It don't see it, it's looking for a breaker. It don't see it, it's looking for a liquidity void. It don't see it, it's looking for a fair value gap. It don't see it, it's looking for an order block. And instead of going up, prices is going up looking for this stuff. It's looking for a rejection block. It don't see it, it's looking for a high, right? And that's the only thing it can get to before it busts out of the box. You see what I'm saying? It's looking for all this stuff before it bust out of the box. You feel me? Can y'all tell I like to say bust out of the box? So with the rejection blocks, right? I'm looking for the high probability rejection blocks at the top of the dealing range. If it's the monthly box, I'm looking for the potential rejection block at the top of the dealing range, because it's the last thing that the algo's looking for before hitting the old high and busting out of the box. Same thing to the reverse side. You see, they in the same order. They in reverse, they mirrored, if you want to say, they reverse order going down. So you're looking from equilibrium up and from equilibrium down, right? So when you get over here on the weekly box that we're in, right, from equilibrium up, stretch it out, we looking up, right? Just say when we started out, let's just move it over here so you can't see today's candle. Boom. This is where price is, right? Price is here. We're above equilibrium, right? And then on the daily, we're above equilibrium. So price is in a premium, right? We're in a premium on the monthly. This is what I was talking about, because this is equilibrium on the monthly. This is equilibrium on the daily. This is equilibrium on the weekly. We're in a premium for all of them, right? We're in extreme premium on the daily because we're right at the highs, right? We're for the monthly and the, let's just say the monthly and the weekly, we're at the premium of the premium, right? Because this the premium of the premium on the monthly, then just eyeballing it from low to top right there is we pretty much at the premium of the premium for the weekly, right? So we're in the premium of everything, right? So on the monthly level, coming from the month, all this right here is the monthly move, right? We ran buy side liquidity and we wick down right here. This right here is the highest high, right? I mean, this is the highest high on the monthly level. So on the weekly, I said monthly. We ran buy side liquidity here on the monthly and we wick down there, right? This is where I'm looking for a rejection block on the monthly. But over here, since we had a strong wick right there, now I'm looking for a potential rejection block there on the weekly, because that's the highest high in the weekly. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep that over there. That's the highest high in the weekly. So we ran buy side liquidity here, right? We ran buy side liquidity again right here, right? And then we wick down. This is the highest high in the weekly. So I'm looking at this long candle as a potential rejection block. I don't pay attention to the very next day. That's the risky Randy, reckless Rachel entry, right? That's a way to double tap PDAs. If the very next candle touch it, you know what I'm saying? You can go short or go long near on the risky Randy, reckless Rachel entry. But I like to wait for it to trade and come back to it. Do we always get the trade and come back? No, we don't always get the trade and come back. But that's just like the way I trade it. That's the way ICT teach it for most of it. That's the most that's the highest probability, right? This right here is the risky entry. So now we got this long wick. That's the highest high on the weekly from equilibrium to the highest high. Now let's drop down to 4 hour and see if we can get any confluence, right? So boom, coming down to 4 hour, we got 4 hour candles. Let me put a little bit more days in there. Boom. So now these 4 hour candles, I know they kind of skinny, but I'm just trying to fit it all in the screen, right? So we come up, right? After we run buy side liquidity, right? We run buy side liquidity, right? Here we go. This is the high of the week. And then now we got our double candles right there, right? We got our double candles. What I like to see, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to rejection blocks. Now we got a 4 hour rejection block in that same candle. That's the same candle from the daily, right? That's the same candle from the daily, because that's the high. That's the high of this day right here. That's the high of this day right here, and then that's where the line go to, right? Let me try to put a little box around there. These be trying to figure out, put a little box around it so we can keep up with it. So this ends the day. So we want to look like so, like that. This would be good enough right there. That should encompass what I want. Boom. Right there. I did that actually pretty good. I did that. I'm kind of proud of myself on that. I'm kind of proud of myself on that. Right? So now I got to put some more meat back on the bone. Pause. 75. Okay. So now we go up and we're at the extreme high of the weekly range with the rejection block up there, right? And as you see, when we came up, when we got up into the rejection block up here, right, we reacted to it. Did we react off of the rejection block itself? I don't know. I wasn't watching price, but you can see there's some type of reaction from that rejection block right there, right? We came back down below the high. We can drop lower to see if we went down first or went up first, if we just rejected back to here, or if we rejected all the way down to there, right? So we got some confluence on the rejection block, but you see it's at the high. Where on the daily, did we point that out on the daily? I can't remember. On the daily, above price, right? So on the with the daily candles, the price was here. I don't think we pointed that out. Let's point that out. So on daily, above price on the daily, right? We got the we're in the rejection block right now. And the only other thing we got out for on the daily candles in the weekly box, should I say on the daily candles, we're in the rejection block on the daily. And the only other PDA we got before we bust out the box is a prior high. Right, so that's the only two PDAs that we got, a prior high, and we closed in the rejection block, right? Without any reaction off of the rejection block here on the daily, right? Is it because we already hit it there and rejected off, or is it because we just, that's just where we stop? I don't know. I don't try to guess. I just wait for the price action to show me what it's doing, right? On the 4 hour, right? Again, above price. Where did we start? To 22nd. That right? Oh, I can't see my thing anymore. The 22nd. This calendar right here, that's the 22nd. That's 22nd. Man, when does I should have put a line for when the day start? Okay. Okay, 22nd at 22, 1700 right there. Boom. So this candle, so right here, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's when yesterday closed before today opened, right? So we hadn't hit the rejection block yet on the 4 hour at the close of yesterday, right? So we closed there. We hadn't got into the 4 hour rejection block yet, but as you see, it's at the top of the PDA. So from where price was at the close of yesterday, well, this is actually, it's in here somewhere because it's these 4 hour candles. So it's somewhere inside here. So only thing above price right now, we got some buy side liquidity there. We got a rejection block, and we got the external buy side liquidity. That's the only thing above price from equilibrium on the weekly, right? So looking up. So when we looking up the PIMDAS, right, we don't have any mitigation blocks, no breakers, no liquidity voids, no fair value gaps, no order blocks. Only thing we got is a rejection block and prior highs, right? So this is a prior high right there. And this is the prior high. This is the ultimate prior high right there. So that's the rejection block right there above price. Now let's drop down. Let me put a vertical line over here so I know where I need to come back to. Put that right there at 1700. Yep, 1700. So let's see. Okay, let's drop down to 60-minute candles. Hopefully I'm not boring anybody with this. So now on the 60-minute candles, right? That's 1700 candle right there. That's the last candle right there where we closed that. So above price on the 60-minute candles. We got some buy side liquidity there, right? As we move up, we got an order block. So coming up PIM right? We got an order block right here. Got a bearish order block on the hourly, right? We got a prior high right there with some buy side liquidity, right? So we got a bearish order block there. We push up, and then we got a rejection block right up there. So we got we got daily, 4-hour, and hourly instances of a rejection block right at the top right there, right? So boom. Now we just that's low as we gonna go. I ain't gonna go down to 15-minute and all that. So now let's move forward and look at the price, see what price did. Where we at now? This is 7 o'clock. Okay, we hit the order block on the 5 o'clock candle. On the 5 o'clock candle, we hit the hourly order block, right? And reacted off of it, right? We hit the hourly order block on the 5 o'clock candle, and then pushed back down and ran sell side liquidity coming down, filling in this fair value gap. So boom, we hit the hourly order block on the 5 o'clock candle during London, had a reaction off of that PDA right there above price. Then we pushed back down below price and ran sell side liquidity and filled in this fair value gap. Looking at how price consolidated throughout the night, prices consolidating right on the equilibrium between the premium of the premium and the discount of the premium, because we just going sideways right there on that line. So the price is like there. This is like the equilibrium. They're using this for premium and discount, this area here, and you can tell because it's just consolidated. It's consolidated from 4 o'clock the day prior up until 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock in the morning, it took off and hit the order block, and then it rejected off of it, came back into a discount, premium and discount. It's using this area right here and ran out the sales stops. Once it ran out the sales stops, it took off again and came out, disrespected the order block, pushed all the way up past it, went all the way up past the order block, right? Keep moving forward, pushed up some more, got all the way up to right there, started going back down. Let's go back up, move the stick over to here, boom, and I'm gonna go back up to 4 hour and see how high up it came. Put a line on top of that right there so I can keep up. I'm marking that high and I'm marking that candle so when I jump up to the next time frame, I won't lose my place. Right? So boom, right there, we hit that rejection block on that candle right there. When we was moving up, we hit the 4 hour rejection block right there. When we came to the top of that 60-minute candle, that was when we hit the 4 hour rejection block. And looking at the candles, it looked like the rejection block did its job and thrust us down because I saw red candles. But let's go back down to the 60-minute and see. Boom. Go back down to the 60-minute and see right there. Boom. And it did. It took us, we went up to the top of the rejection. We went up to the 4 hour rejection block, right? We got up to the 4 hour rejection block on this green candle right here. That's the 11 o'clock candle, right? So sometime between 10 and 11 o'clock, we hit that we hit the 4 hour rejection block. And so that's right at 10 on the 1045 candle. So sometime between 1030 and 1045, we hit the 4 hour rejection block, right? Because that's the high. That's the highest high right there. So between 1030 and 1045, we hit the 4 hour rejection block. And then we sold off, came all the way back down to the discount because the algo is using the premium and the discount of the premium as equilibrium. So we came up to the 4 hour rejection block, sold all the way back down to the discount, and fell short of running this sell side. It didn't take the sell side out. Came back down, stopped there. We can drop down to 15-minute to see what we stopped at. Nothing to write home to grandma about. Let's go down lower to see if there's anything lower. Still nothing to write home to grandma about. Ran out that sell side liquidity there, took out that sell side there, but we failed to get the ultimate sell side. I'm not going any lower to see what it ran out. We're just gonna call it running out this sell side, running out that sell side right there, especially this sell side there. When we stopped there at that fair value gap and pushed back up, came down. I'm calling it running out this sell side for anybody that got excited here and went long off of that and put their stops there. Nah, come here, boy, give me your took off, gone. That's what I'm gonna call it right there. Running out them people that got excited, who went long off of this fair value gap right there, equilibrium, got their mouth tore out. Boom, took them out of there. Then took back off. They gone. Now we was talking about rejection blocks. Get back on track, Tim. So now the 4-hour rejection block did its job, right? So the 4-hour rejection block did its job. Now I'm just gonna say it looked like all eyes pointed at this right here. Now the time will be to see we're in the hourly rejection block right now, right? So healthy price action would be to reject off this hourly rejection block, come down to this fair value gap right there, and then push back up and take out that high. That would be healthy. If I was a gambling man, that's what I would be looking for. Now that we're in the hourly rejection block, I'll be looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, reject off of that, come back down to this fair value gap, and then push back up and take out that high. Could it just run and take out the high? Yes, it can. But that's the way I look for rejection blocks to work. I look for them at the extreme premiums, at the top of the dealing range, and then I look for the confluence down lower, and then that's when I be expecting, okay, because there's not another high. It's not another high above this, right? It's not another high sitting right there. This is the high. This is the extreme high. So that long wick is the potential rejection block. If it was another high sitting right here, then that would be the extreme high of this range because they're right there together. I'm looking for the rejection block at the extreme high of the range. Right now, when you talk about dropping down lower time frames, I would like on the 60-minute, I'm looking at a rejection block here, but it can very well be a rejection block down here somewhere on the 15-minute if it was like a long wick there. But you know, so that's time frames. I'm talking about dealing range is when I don't want to see another high sitting right there and it's got a long wick. I'm not looking for, like, if I had a long wick sitting right here on this 60-minute time frame, I'm not looking for that long wick right there on the 60-minute to be the rejection block. I'm looking for this one to be the rejection block because that's the extreme high of the dealing range. Hopefully I ain't confuse nobody. Hopefully I help somebody out with that. And I done got so caught up on talking about that. I ain't even gonna talk about price action. The price went up, it consolidated, it went up, came back to equilibrium, went up again. That's the price action on the day. That's all I got. That's all I got. Anybody got anything before we get out of here? I know it's holiday. I know it's a holiday time to hang out with your family. Oh, you ain't scared then? You from Oak Time. You know how to fight. Look at this dude right here. Look at this dude right here. I already said what's up to you. I'm looking for buy side at 40.50 to get touched overnight. Yeah. Me too. That would be nice. That would be nice, especially if we came back down, like I said, and hit this hourly fair value gap right there, and then push back up. That'd be nice, but it'd be cool for it to go ahead and take off. You know what I'm saying? Just run all the way up and take out the buy side. That'd be cool too. I know the way the market running, boy. It looking like a bloodbath coming soon because we got a lot of downside work. We got a lot. Look at this big old imbalance we got right here. We got a huge volume imbalance right there, right? With this daily candle right here takes off, and then that daily candle goes, right? And we only came back down to like a portion of it. right? So we still ain't fixed this whole volume imbalance. I mean, this liquidity. I said volume imbalance. I'm sorry. This liquidity void right here. This is all buy side. We did not come back with the sell side. We got a lot of downside, and these are daily candles. So if you're looking at daily candles, and we set a order block down here with a mitigation block down here, them breadcrumbs, the algos, they remember in this area for a reason. Those breadcrumbs right there, mitigation block and an order block right there. Look at the 4 hour. Look at that liquidity void on the 4 hour. Fair value gap, we took care of that. Fair value gap, we took care of that. Fair value gap, we still ain't take care of that, right? Big, huge order block. That's the daily order block right there. Right there. That's the daily mitigation block right there. We even got a 4 hour breaker in the same spot right there. This high broke that low. We got a little 4 hour breaker right at the top of this mitigation block at equilibrium, right? We got a lot of downside stuff that we can come get, right? Got a tiny 4 hour fair value gap down here that we could possibly come get. Will we come get it? I don't know, but it's a tiny fair value gap down there, right? 4 hour order block down here inside that huge, this huge 4 hour order block. Look at that. It's a lot of stuff going on the downside. We got a huge liquidity void right here on the 1 hour. Huge liquidity void right there. Right, all we did was come back down to this order block right here. So we got a fair value gap inside this huge liquidity void. Right, a lot of downside work that requires some attention. It just looked bloody. I wish we would have, you know what I'm saying, healthy price action would have just taken care of that stuff on the way up. It would have taken care of that stuff on the way up. Get off my screen. What's up? I'm Millie Block on any block. What's up, Millie? What's going on? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, Millie. What you clapping for here to learn shit? You clapping or you washing your hands? Oh, you washing your hands? Okay. All of this is happening inside the inside. Yes, it is. We inside that daily fair value gap. All of that is within that fair value gap on the daily. The one that we took it off before because it was junking up our screen. Right, it was junking up our screen, but shout out Robinson for God dog it. Come on, stop acting like Robinson, Ninja Trader. Shout out Robinson who bringing it back to our attention. Remember, we took this off. We removed that right there. We took it off because it was junking up our screen. But that's what Robinson's talking about. We doing all this inside a daily, a bearish daily fair value gap right here. All of this is going on. All this activity is consolidating inside. I mean, it's happening inside this daily fair value gap. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Tim, I'm not going lower, proceeds to go lower. Oh, longer. I'm not going lower, proceeds to go lower. What are you talking about? I thought you said longer. How low can you go? Oh, you're talking about on the charts. I had to go down and look at where we stopped. I had to. Get off my live. You clapping too? What y'all clapping or washing y'all hands? Oh, another masterclass. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, do y'all want me to take out that chunk when I started talking and just put it in the gems from the live? Not the whole video, but just the chunk when I started talking. It'll be relatively long, but do y'all want me to cut that part out when I was talking about how I look at the price action and the rejection blocks and all that? They clapping for you. Doubt that. Hey, if y'all want me to chop that out and make it and put it in the gems from the live session, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, yes. Never mind about the 1. Margot said yes. All I need is 1. And then I do not want Cool It to start typing 72. Yes, RM. Yes, Mario. What's up, Mario? What's going on, RM? You said you were proud of yourself, so I'm clapping for you. Okay. Keep the part where you talked about Robinson. No, never. I'm definitely cutting that out. All right, man. I think we're gonna call it there, man. I think we're gonna call it there. I got opportunity to sit down and talk about something that I feel is beneficial to people, and in celebration of Coolidge getting his true aha moment together. He said he saw it clear as day while it was happening live. And so I just want to break down something else that I'll be looking at in the hopes to share it with somebody to see it the way I understand it, or maybe help them get the aha moment. Not saying the way I see it is correct, but at least help something to click in their mind to say, oh, that's what I've been looking at. That's why it's been doing what it was doing. Just help somebody get their aha moment. I've been giving it like some serious thought, and I really wanna like go back to my roots and like really sit down and test all this ICT stuff on the buns. You know what I'm saying? The buns move so slow, but I want to seriously go back and seriously test it on the buns. And I'm thinking about doing it with a few people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do it like, you know what I'm saying, via like videos like this right here, where I just jump on the video, you know what I'm saying, with like a few people, and we just, you know what I'm saying, we starting from scratch, like from baby. Like, I don't trade the buns. So I'm gonna go back, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back as a baby, start looking at the buns, and I think I'm gonna use the 2022 ICT model that he put on YouTube, because that's my trade. That's the trade that I have put together before he even put that out. That was the trade that I gleaned from his old videos. I called it the liquidity run reversal. So that's what I gleaned from them videos. So it's like I just want to go back and start like back testing and testing it on the buns. And like, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking about maybe you know what I'm saying, doing it with like a few people to like kind of have like a accountability partners. And we just, you know what I'm saying, just pick out times that's good for everybody, where we just sit down and go through the charts together. Like pick certain days to go back and back test and Ninja Trader. Pick certain days and certain times and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying, you back test the second week of September. You back test the first week of September. I back test the third week of September. Everybody back test it, do it, you know what I'm saying? And we get together and give what we found to be, you know what I'm saying, work out during that week. And then, you know what I'm saying, check each other work, you know, go back and forth and just see and just do it just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't traded the buns in years. I ain't gonna say years. Yeah, years. I haven't traded the buns in years, but I've never tried the ICT stuff on it. So, you know what I'm saying? He said it worked. I ain't never tried it, but that's what I was thinking about. If I decide to do that with people, you know what I'm saying, I'll reach out and see if anybody interested in doing it with me. And we'll go from there. But you know what I'm saying, I only want it to be like a handful of people, because trying to find a time that worked for everybody. Oh my goodness, it's hard enough trying to find a time that works for everybody when you just got 2 people. So imagine if it's 20, 30 people. Charlie, man. What'd you say? I back tested it last night. USD yen made a quick 100. Okay, you did it on the USD yen. That's what's up. And I know he said it. He started out, when I first started watching ICT, he was only talking about Forex. He never talked about like equity futures or nothing. He was only talking about Forex. So I know the stuff worked with the Forex markets. The UB was outside today. Hey, what I be hearing a lot of people talk about the UB. PDub used to be trading the UB. How does the UB move in like relative to the ZB? Is it like faster? The ZB like pond water. Is it faster than the ZB? Is it faster than the ZB? Is it as fast as the ES? Is it slower than the ES, faster than the ES? I don't think nothing moves as fast as the NQ. But is the UB like slower than the ES, but faster than the ZB? It's faster than the ZB. Is it slower than the ES or faster than the ES? It's faster than the ES. Y'all putting faster. Faster than what? Oh, slower than the ES, but faster than the ZB. Okay. Okay. All right. I might look at that too. I might look at that too and see if it moves faster than the ZB. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. We've been on here for 50 minutes. I said I wasn't going to hold y'all long, and I end up holding y'all long. And it's all Robinson's fault. It's all Robinson's fault. Tranisha, get off my screen. Hey, man, it's the holiday season. During this time of year, it started getting rough when we start thinking about the loved ones that we lost, and we still, you know, try to have a joyous time. I be seeing the puddles well up in my sweetie eyes ever since we lost my mother-in-law in 2020. When she passed in 2020, when it came up to Christmas 2020, Christmas 2021, and now it's coming back up to Christmas 2022. Christmas just don't seem like Christmas no more. She be ever since Christmas 2019, that was the last Christmas when my sweetie was like, she still put up her decorations. She still tried, but it ain't the same no more. It's like something's lost, and it's to be expected. And like I always say, man, don't put off tomorrow what you can say today. Take advantage and let your family know that you love them, especially during this holiday season, man. Take advantage, take advantage, take advantage. While you still can. Don't live with the regret of little Timmy Rogers. Tell your loved ones that you love them, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Oh yeah, y'all ain't missed nothing. When I said I tapped in on the Discord, y'all ain't missed nothing. All I did was talk about what the price action did overnight. We went up, we hit the order block, we backed up off of it, we pushed up to like the 4-hour fair value gap, backed up off it. That's all I said. I ain't say nothing. I ain't put out no gems and nothing like that. I just talked about what the price action did. And I was like, you know, I don't really see it going higher unless the algos just want to squeeze it. And news Trump chart, the news came out for what the algos wanted. We got contraction on the PMI, took off. The 2 o'clock news took off. Oh, we didn't even check that real quick. Before we get off real quick, let's check and see where the volume was at today. Let's check to see where the volume was at today. Let's go over here to the ES real quick. Look at the ES. Let's put it on hourly candles. Let's put some volume on there. Volume. Okay. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yep. So all the volume came in. This is the 9 o'clock candle right here. So the market between these 2 hours right here. So we had most of the volume was after the Fed minutes, because at 2 o'clock we got massive volume. At 2 o'clock we got 213,000 at 2 o'clock, 171,000 at 3 o'clock. The last hour of the day had 117,000. At from 2 to 3 we had 213,000, and then at the between, it always be like weird because these hourly candles, and it's like we start at 9:30, so we had 154,000 on the candle after 9:30 from like 10 to 11. And from 9 to 10, we had 139,000. So in between these two candles was like the opening volume, but the opening volume was a lot less than the news volume. So news trumps charts, man. News always trumps charts, right? At 9:45, when we got the good news, see how we took off? Volume spiked up, took it to the upside because we got what the algos wanted. 2 o'clock, we got what the algos wanted, took us up to the upside. Right, all the volume was right around the news candles, right? So As you can see, today was just an algo day. Tim, when do we hit? Man, get off my live, man. I ain't gonna get off my live. Hey, man, y'all. Yes, exactly. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, man. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Thanksgiving with your loved ones, and y'all pull back up Sunday at 3 o'clock. We will not do anything for the rest of the week as far as Tim's Tidbits. Sunday at 3 o'clock, pull up, and we gonna do the weekend chart prep, man. Until Sunday, I'll see y'all later, man. Appreciate it. Gone.